Hypa. This is interesting. Xune, one of the MVPs of the previous series, now trapped in the corner, calling for assistance. Ophelia swings out wide, but Polly will get him down with the shock dart. The stun comes in and followed up with the aftershock. Xune just goes down, not seeing a single person. The flash comes in from Best to catch onto the flank, and Best will not miss those kinds of shots. See if we've got another storyline, right? While we have this little bit of
DNB also said Hypa it might neutralize Tasha's jinx.
Okay.
You know?
So we've got the Filipino blessing versus the Malaysian curse.
Malaysian curse. You make it sound like a horror movie, but yeah. Let's see if Tasha's Malaysian curse will take down her friends at the very least, as Garage has been completely infiltrated. Best at first point of contact, only able to get one as the Plastics actually find a kill. I don't think they're going to be able to get the Bulldog though. 30 seconds left, they have to get towards the site where Aluka's just lying in wait. Nasty little angle there.
Yeah, no one's down on C long, so there's no pressure for Aluka to just sit and chill in the middle of the open, it seems. And yeah.
One more thing, one more out that you're able to charge up at least a little bit by bit. Still have this Outlaw on this position, but oh, what a shot from Xune. Beautiful headshot.
Alright, Ayumi goes down. Assume they're post on setups. PPQ gonna have a clean around this one. It's only really Aluka as well as Baby TZ with a couple of upgraded rifles. The Paranoia is beautiful to stall things out. Teleport away from the back lines. Lovely first shot from Sleepy K, keep it traded out by Aluka. They swing onto the back of the site now. Pressure onto the players within it. They have to try to find a single kill. Best and Aluka both winning one each. Xune in a 1v1 up against Best. Does she have a smoking? Yes, she does. Xune spam shots come through, but Best sticking within the smoke. Xune pressure to push in, but knows that is not to be the case. Spike would have been Paranoia now invested. Reclear coming in from Best, but Ayumi has pushed up all the way down towards A lobby.
Oh my, that's a gun that you want to retrieve.
Seaside though is a weakly guarded, so no one actually within it for the time being. It's a full retake setup. Baby TZ gets off of sight, and as the Spike gets tapped, the retake. And all of the players with Hypa is here with Samfire trying to play spoiler. A lineup double from her, gets a triple kill.
One enemy remaining.
Samfire sees the sliding neon, missed the shot. Afshot comes in.
Sole player on this A side looking to garner all of this information. I think the stun and the drone is going to be the giveaway that this is where the side is coming. Still does have the recon, so could try to get some cheeky little spam kills.
Got 4 defenders with full buys coming in from this flank. It's unconventional, but it might just work. Ayumi, close range of fights. Beautiful shot catches onto Ophelia. No smokes available. The attackers are pushed in towards a CT position though. Post plan positions assumed, but broken apart. Ayumi tears them to shreds. And Polly just toying with her full sleep. Omen from the shadows almost gets caught out. Cancelled at the very last second. But again, who else but Ayumi? Just marking down this garage position. Best comes in for assist.
Damage as well. Both Cass and Xune left with the Cass with a little bit less, of course, but yeah. Polly could find the crucial timing here. Has the recon as well, so just gonna wait for the rest of her team to create this counter pressure from CT. Again, though, we've seen Samfire pull off heroics from this corner. Aware of that, they're gonna be investing the stun quite early on here. First breach stun to start things off with Ayumi with the information. Xune from under heaven, at least able to get.
Yeah, I think it's so difficult to try to counter that. But Ayumi again. She was the one opening up the round. Beautiful mark off the garage.
Enemy remaining.
You can see Ayumi just tear apart this. Luka now under pressure, but she's got assistance from Polly. The double initiators wreaking havoc here, but never mind. It's Sleepy Keiki and Samfire, the low buys. Up in a retake on the B side. So many crossfires to break apart. How does Hypa do this? Oh, gun barrel spotted out. That's one way to stop things off. Stun comes in. Baby TZ with an answer.
Alright, stingers. We have 3 stingers. It's gonna be best on sites with like short range, and then of course the Sleepy Keiki being able to find that huge opening, lying in the smoke as well, being able to catch out Best. I mean, is that gonna look like Ayumi might have had a chance if she'd been able to. They're gonna be able to put 4 of their players towards the side of the map instead.
Yeah, it's great positioning from Ayumi, even though she doesn't have the but Baby TZ, the best anchor in Southeast Asia. She lights them up. The Rolling Thunder sends them all flying away. The tripwire is still in the feed. Baby TZ gets taken down by a sneaking Ophelia. The flood BT comes in. Lucas lighting up the feed. Cass trades him out. Best at the back of the site still.
One enemy
Causing
remaining.
a lot of chaos. Buying time. So it's a bit of false information. The troop gets broken on the flank as well. Yumi is going on a
Spike
prowl,
down
but it's
A.
best to find the first kill. They're pushing down towards sewers. They take the fight to PPQ.
Wow.
They slay all of them.
One enemy remaining.
Samfire. The cheekiest angle. Xune is definitely not gonna expect this one.
Showed a bit of mercy.
Down
Giving
A.
her the ace there after she got that fantastic 4K. Just a brutal spray down towards A main. Like, I know it's against sheriffs and stingers and stuff, but
enemy remaining.
yeah, the initiative taken, damage done. Gonna be interesting to see where they choose to go with it. It seems to be A is the call.
Best pinged out by the recon dart. She has nowhere else to go.
It's very doubtful that A is going to be another point of contention. Oreo, the tucked into the corner. Cosmetic stun. All right. Able to get another kill here to ensure that, all right, no shenanigans to come through. And yeah, maybe TZ, I don't know if she's going to check this upper angle.
Now they do, but they're first stunned. Well, they're paranoid up. I'm gonna set 7-3 for Hypa. Gotta look for more, but this is a great positioning from Oreo failure. Catches best off guard, knowing that the defense need to be a little bit aggressive to find some information.
Last player
Maybe this little chaotic push down towards speed.
Can probably close out the half without ever having to slide into an eco. Right now, though, it's going to be aggressive push to come through. Ayumi again getting away scot-free, and that's the snowbird out early on into the round here. An absolutely devastating loss. Ayumi still looking to test tempo at the map here. She just does not care, but Xune there for the punish.
No more.
But 38 seconds left. They have to go for the commit here. Dark cover comes down, gonna make things even more difficult. And all they have to really work with is this reach.
30 seconds left.
This in a committed angle. There's so many crossfires. It's impossible to get through this one. Just mark the smoke. The stun is lovely. Broken the trip down garage. There's still a cam and a trip on C long that they need to worry about. But Polly, oh my lord, Polly's found a beautiful timing. Spots out the gun barrel. The double stun just to confirm things. Arafina is like, how did they know? Sapphire though. Making things a little bit interesting, but bright. Garage play this time. 2 versus 2. The initiator battles on both ends of this door. The flash trained up. Spotted him out. The 10 as well.
Beautiful.
Secure things
One
even
enemy
further.
remaining.
Sleepy Keiki draws things back. It's the duelist hit to head. The spike now planted back on the site. Ayumi's gonna stick it. Goes in for half. Sleepy Keiki none the wise. As Hypa get the spike planted for C-Link. Garage compromise and Cass none the wiser. Now Xune just been torn apart by Hypa's beautiful calling. Ayumi. Oh, nice shot from
Nice
Sleepy
shot.
Keiki to keep her on
Revealing
alert.
area.
Teams up with the rest of her squad. Gets access towards this B side, but Polly still playing spoiler. And Baby TZ's coming from a lurk as well. The stun to come in first. And it's all Hypa in the feed. It's just the single Oreo Ophelia left alone on this B side. She's being hunted down as well.
Looked like, you know, for a second they were just gonna charge into C side where there was a 3-stack, but like Ayumi being able to get that aggressive position, that 1-2 punch from CT and Garage just completely shutting down the C link.
At least she's got a little bit of backup, right? 3 defenders here, but you need to hold down your fort. You need to stop Ayumi on a rampage. Oh, and
Another clean round indeed, 11-3. And I mean, I know we've seen comebacks coming in from this score. I don't want to say it's over before it's over.
again, this round is gonna be a little bit more difficult for Hypa. They have the weaker weapons. The Geiki on this side though, it's Xune to hold down the fort. Cypher on towards the seaside, Cages in tow, teleport on top by Bess. Well, that is dangerous. Xune still here, the jump peaks confirms her position, but it's a Luca to actually blindside her. Cass coming in for the flood BJ, Senpai trades him out. Smoke fades, so do their whole rotation around by Yumi, coming in towards the C long spot.
Thought Ayumi was gonna just take the spike and run. I mean, get that plant down, wait for that post plant. But nice little, I would say very good bonus. All things considered coming in from Hypa. Only one rifle that's actually gonna be
Placed on towards the B and C side. Pick of it, but going in towards B instead. Yumi now dancing around the side. Who's around? It's gonna be Samfire, and she's playing disruptive right above her.
Wow.
Yumi provides the cover fire.
under control right now. Either way though, with the buy that they have, It looks like we have 3 players towards A. We have Ace going down. It's looking very difficult, calls, and especially, I mean, Samfire perhaps with the Hunter's Fury could try to find the kill, but immediate Rolling Thunder to be invested towards the CT to try and take down these defenders from coming back. Exune manages to take down Polly here. That gets them onto site, but Baby TZ there for the trade. The problem is the spike isn't really planted here for Hypa, so they're looking to just stick the defuse as much as they can. Half of it, never mind, half doesn't come through. It's all down to crossing walls and the lurks that she has.
There.
Yeah, and I think Tash shared with us saying that Baby TZ was kind of missing shots. Well, doesn't really look like it, but a bit of information. But likewise, Hypa knows that there's a heavy mid presence. He is likely to be weak. Gate crash sent in by Ayumi, who teleported to the back of the side. Crossfire is now being established. Orifillia committed in this hell position.
No.
A couple of players damaged up, but again, you see Baby TZ on the map. She's the insurance policy. Things go their way, which I doubt it won't. But the great stun comes in. Exune with the first. Luca swings out from the boxes. And now they know exactly where Cass is coming from. Stuck within a very dark scope. And a boatload of players. First one's nice. They understand the need. They need to take initiative. They found a small little gap down towards sewers. And Ayumi right around the corner. But now they know there's an A-side commitment. The spike is gonna get caught in the mix as well, Zach. They're right around this corner. But Polly, so aware of it, so careful. Monster first. Sees the flood in as well. And it's just left up to Cass. They saw where she was coming from, stuck on the ropes.
Ace.
Paranoia, lovely to delay things even further. They're hoping for some pieces of aggression. Baby TZ catches Sleepy Keiki. Unaware of that small box position. And now it's the other side. Orifillia tries to go for a pick.
However, with 3 of these players still having untainted full armor, it's going to be a bit more difficult for her to really find anything in this round. It's just a question of timing, and it's not there for Ayumi as Exune takes her down. 2v4 situation, all of the utility and the kitchen sink, this barrage being thrown right now towards these players. Aluka finds the first. Can she get another? Not going to be the case. It's all up to just Baby TZ. Gets the isolated fight in the corner. Yeah, Baby TZ not in a position to be able to clutch it out. Exune now though with a jump peek. Gets that information that, alright, there's a heavy presence towards mid. Bit of a fake TP to at least cause her to turn away for a second. But yeah, thanks to that poison orb coming down, it's going to be very difficult for them to break through until it shuts down. But that's the call.
Teleport comes in, but Exune! Oh, they try to test her and they pay the ultimate price. That is their attempt. That is their stretch to this round.
Really nice util
30 seconds
to
left.
ensure that PPQ can keep the numbers up in this game. 5v2 so
enemy
far.
remaining.
And yeah, make that a 5v1. It's all up to just going to be huge for Hypa.
Hit potential to be used down towards mid. Never mind, it's Orifillia. Spam through a Viper's wall to catch onto a Luca. That is one of the most important initiators for Yoru composition.
Oh, wow. It's been what, not even 30 seconds in the round, and yeah, 2v5 is what we're looking at. Again, Bess and Polly left to pick up the pieces by themselves, able to find out at least 1 kill onto Orifillia. That's 1 weapon that you could possibly retrieve here. Oh, spot.
Progress now towards the mid position.
Down B.
Yeah, but Sleepy Keiki is the one to actually find a kill onto a Luca. Still, 1 more around the close corner.
And it seems like that is the call. Hypa want to be sure that they can confirm this round, and suddenly
I agree. This pit is so damning.
have all the ult for this upcoming round. So that's gonna be something very, especially if you're not like playing towards mid and with all of these Viper walls and other utility being dumped around here. But Ayumi has a second weapon up her arsenal, which is this ultimate Dimensional Drift, actually spotting out Orifillia. Cheeky little attempt at a spam, but Ayumi just gonna come out towards the backside here. Rolling Thunder now invested, but Aluka actually goes down while putting it that ult down. Ayumi with the vandal though, picks it up from the ground.
And now we're into another really difficult retake situation.
In fact, it's going to be Hypa now stealing the lead away. Beautiful Rolling Thunder as well that Ayumi was able to capitalize off of here. Being able to isolate the mid angle could be huge here. It's just going to be Polly though.
Lurk potential because Polly was last noted here. Well, Polly, well, she was supposed to be the coach for this team. That is absolutely criminal. Ayumi.
Money to possibly drop her teammate a gun here, but aside from that, yeah, just starting things off with a beautiful shot from Polly. Polly could just consistently being an absolute menace.
You know, Viper's pit off. It's probably gonna be mid or B. And And again, this time around, PPQ understand that they need to take the pressure. The ultimate, as you mentioned, used up, but she doesn't know where they've gotten off to. She doesn't even fire the rocket. Eliminated and taken out of the round. Instantly, Hypa turning up the heat. And PPQ, they need to try for something. It's too much pressure to give away these many rounds. The paranoia goes in. This is the time for PPQ to strike. They need a round win here and right now. The attacking side smoke out towards elbow makes things incredibly difficult as the wall drops. Polly with a triple. Aureophilea's position noted. And in a 1v2 clutch, she needs to pull off something.
Up like in round 3 from the opposition, and it's just been an absolute menace in their pocket since. But man, talking about Polly, she was such a hero in this particular round. Like, forget these two trades. The fact that she was able to catch that showstopper with her. Yeah, this time around, Ayumi having taken up all of this mid space by herself.
She doesn't even have a gate crash.
Yeah, she's
just walking up.
Confident.
Nailed. Can't stay here for too long. It's 35 seconds left on the clock. They need to make a commitment now, and into the side they go. Ayumi, the dimensional drip will push back Aureophilia together with the time and time again. Hypa's attacking side have been so good, but Cass now coming in the flank. Now that's an opportunity to get back into this round. The stun at the ready, the flash hits, but Cass still gets the kill. 3 versus 3 now. They're on the pillar. Haluka will find the first. Traded back by Bess.
These guys are just playing like toss the op around, play around a little bit with Yumi, just ready for it.
And look at this, Polly so privy to that potential. Drops the C's in, paranoia as well. She gets out of harm's way. Smoke even comes in, Bess gonna play within it. And they're just gonna carry the spike cross towards this A side. Still Bess being a nuisance. So many players on this side of the map.
Or Samfire is able to find a kill early on here. Still have that op towards this angle. Gonna be breaking down the Sky Dog. Look, Ayumi doing her best to get some crazy pot shots in. In fact, the Samfire would be the one to find that crucial kill here. So yeah, both players starting to kind of try to hunt Ayumi down. They know exactly where she is, and she's gonna do her best to just get off the angle. Do anything aside from just save their rifles. And then you lose it, and then it just like really annoys you for the whole game. Sacrifice. He was taking an aggressive angle here, but pushing the smoke, I don't know, Chief. There's like 4 players lying in wait on the opposite side.
Stun up. Oh, but she's blinded by the Prowler. Forced back on an angle, and now she's in a committed spot, calling for assistance from Cass. So, one insurance policy, I guess, on the A side of the map for both of these squads. The rest of the 3 on each side lay their eyes towards this B site. Gets sent in. The rolling thunders. When is the time to go? Waiting for initial pushes. Nothing to be seen just yet. Sends it out. Oh, but Polly just swings upon the ult usage. Cass, last one standing.
So far, at least their playstyle has been well rewarded. Now it seems to be with the help of the lurk wall, they're coming up early on, but already Hypa, they found that first kill. 1-for-1 trade though. Aluka gets shut down, but Ayumi is able to TP away.
Dash in for the contact play, but in towards Vents. They want to crunch the players of Baby TZ here, but she's gonna mark her ankle. Never mind, gets eliminated by the right click. Polly spotted out as well. Dangerous if her paranoia hits the right spots. And they're both in elbow. Perfect position. But the peak comes out first. They both swing out together. Paranoia finally comes in, but Bess TPs in towards the side. The double up through. Bess looking for one more! Sleepy Cakey chasing Baby TZ. And basically gets out of there scot-free. Position lost though. PPQ with nice space down towards mid. They want to go accelerate in towards this, but they're not aware that a Yumi here has the best weapon for the job.
They don't know about the second player. Bess still lying in wait here, and Samfire has to hit an absolute bonker shot. Both players now towards heaven. Polly gonna be able to spot them out. Goes for the kill.
A couple of pistols, and guess who's here? And if it's not an op, it's an outlaw, but it still does the trick.
Get out of here. There.
Oh wow, nice angle though. Sleepy Cakey be able to get herself ahead to get that kill too. So, like you said, a chance double kill as well. Sheriff's really being the difference maker here on this round. Insane.
Gotta move fast if they want control over this side because it's being flooded by the rest of the Hypa squad. But the stun is lovely. Awkward shots from Sleepy Cakey, but Aluka.
Maybe go down to the spike beforehand. But yeah, I think for PPQ, that's such a crucial round to win. 4th round on the board coming in for them. And maybe he's just waiting for these kills. Gets the first one on the board, the second one as well.
PPQ, that's what you need to get your foot back in the game.
Amateur.
Ooh, BBTZ, this is where she shines. Line up straight out of a double kill for her own. Right side, she's got assistance. Do you use utility for this? Ayumi's in the off angle. Lovely shot for the first, teleports away.
It does seem to be a mid to B sort of hit kind of day, but Alika gets the information, happy to fall back here and play with her teammate. Does have her full util kit as well, and that paranoia is going to find absolutely no value.
Yumi, small little hits to be seen. Upshot fired, position noted. One more to be found. Lucas, she's got a util dump her way out of it, but Exude dodges the utility. Ayumi is still here. Recovers the weapon. Tempers that flame for the time being. Baby TZ and Polly still utility in tow. Oh, it's a combination.
Wow. For any kind of information if necessary.
There we go, oh my gosh, the rocket gets sent up towards Heaven. Doesn't get a Heaven player though, tries to go for the back of the side, but it's Cass to find the first kill on the defender off the ace site. Yumi now in the dimensional drift, trying to find out where his positions are being played from. Sleepy Cakey still being a little rat up in Heaven, but there's so many angles to worry about. Yumi's now coming in from the flank as well. Sleepy Cakey needs to make a move. Position noted for Rolling Thunder gets sent up, but it gets hit onto the base as well, but it's Ayumi here. Warrior Feeler trades him out, jumping down from the heavens. Sleepy Cakey runs out of bullets. Warrior Feeler there for the trade. Best left alone, stuck behind a wall of smoke. And PPQ seems like they're alive for just a couple more rounds, at least one more it seems. But Best wants to give it a look. Teleports in towards the site. So many angles to worry about. Getting a little bit hyper on this aggression here. Satchel straight in. Sleepy Cakey gets caught by Ayumi. Lovely opening pick. The only Vandal in the mix. Rolling Thunder to push on forward. They're all stuck towards sewers, running them straight down. Ayumi pushing on the issue. It's a massacre down in sewers. Hypa. They have almost done it. Warrior Feeler now left in the mix. But it's Best with the 50-round win. Hypa, the most unlikely of rounds. They secure it. 13-6. Zach, this is how the cookie crumbles. Hypa, move on in the lower brackets.